One. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of It Is What It Is podcast. This is your host, Maverick Wolf. With us today, I got Pinoy Daddy with me, a co-host, and with us also, we have our special guest, David from Gundam Place Store. So, Hope you guys are doing okay. Hope everybody's had a nice week, not too hectic at work, and enjoy the weekend. Remember, this is for have fun, so let's go at it. All right, Benoit, so you want to say something to our viewers?
Um, Thanks everybody for showing up. I know people are gonna start rolling in here real quick. Um, and I guess I'll go ahead and do this before the ending. I'm just kind of excited to present this. Um, David from Gundam Place Store for being our special guest.
Yeah,
There's something we wanna give
thank you.
you, and that is when I see you next time, I'll hand this over to you. It's a little custom engraved acrylic stand that lights
Oh,
up for
cool.
you. It says
Yes.
I stayed up all night trying to get that made so that I'd have it ready for today to show you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
So
Yep.
you want to start up with the questions, Matt?
Yeah, like let's start. Let's hit off with the questions. So one of the questions, I know everybody's dying to know, and I kind of like want to hit up and start off with is how did you start? Like, why Gundam Play Store? Why did you choose the name Gundam Play Store? Where did you start it out from? And what is Gundam Play Store itself?
Well, before I even had the idea to start this business, I was just like everybody, just a builder. I love the hobby, for a really long time, and I always saw a lot of, I guess, kind of blanks on the hobby. There's a lot of things to cover still. It's like it was not as, I mean, it's a lot of stores that say Gunpla, but not all the store sells everything. And of course, I don't have everything yet, but that's the goal of always was the place. So that's what the name of Gundam Place came. You know, uh, I wanted to have a place where, because like I like to customize my kits a lot. I started like a basic kit, and then I start watching all these videos where you can, kind of see, so many cool kits. It's like, okay, I really have to do more, you know. So I start looking at how to do more stuff, start watching videos and learning. And then when I was trying to buy stuff, it's like, okay, I need this, I need that. Where can I get this or that? It was all over the place, you know. You can get the kit somewhere. You need to get the decals somewhere else. And then you have, if you want to put LEDs, like I like to do with my kids here. I'll show you a little bit here. There you go. I love my LED lights. It was another place. So it was, and then because you have pretty much to buy everything online, you've been paying shipping for every little thing. Oh, you need a light, you pay shipping. Oh, you need a decal, you pay shipping. So it was spending more money that you already have to spend to build a kit. So that was kind of annoying, from a customer perspective. So I said, well, it would be cool a store that have everything together. But so that's what it's like. You know what? If I at that point, it's like, if I one day I open a store and I have a Gundam store, I would just like to have everything in one place. You know. So that's how it started. Then just before COVID, I have the idea, and then COVID hit. It's like, what? It was a good time to start the store that I always wanted it. So that was kind of the jump start that, for the store. And so I started it. Of course, I have pretty much always wanted to have a Gundam place, for me or for any customer or for anybody that wanted to build Gunpla. So I decided to put that name and kind of stick on the people, kind of people like it and all that. So that's how the name came. And that's what it always been the goal with the store, to find a place where you can find everything in one place. That's why I'm not sure. I mean, I try to watch my competitors and other stores, see what they have and what they don't have. And a lot of the ideas that I came with, they kind of copied it. Like when I started it, nobody had the LP decals, nobody. Now everybody has the LP decal,
Yeah.
But it's cool, it's cool. That was the first idea that I had, it's like, oh, I was buying tons of these decals, water decals in Korea. And like, you know what? Well, just have it on the store instead of paying, the LP decal for the shipping. The idea to have the kit and get your decal here was great. And then other stores start coming with that idea. But then I have the idea, always have wanted to build my kit with dioramas and all that. So it's like, well, let's gonna get the diorama stuff in the store too. So instead we start carrying some of it, we bring in more and more, because I think it's really something that I don't think many stores has, like diorama stuff. They have a lot of weathering and all that stuff, but not specific for diorama. So that's why we're trying to increase. Some people like it. It's not as popular, but I think it's a really good option to have on the store when people want to build, dioramas. So yeah, that's what has been the focus, just I build, pretty much every time I can, I build and have my creativity open to build. And every time I come with ideas, like, oh, that would be cool. If it's not in the store, I try to bring it to the store,
Okay.
And that's how of course, I have to do some marketing, kind of preparations and all that. But what I really want to have in the store is people that really needs, I don't want to have toys that nobody want to buy ever in a Gundam store, So every product that I get, I just trying to get it as a builder. It's like, okay, if I need, I'm always open to my customers, the ideas, or people is asking me, hey, do you have this? Do you have that? And if I think it's something that more people will like, I try to get it. Same thing with the resin kits too. That was something that, it's a few other stores that they have it now, but it's kind of really expensive. So when I was building too, it's like, man, that's crazy expensive. So I know it's really expensive to bring all this stuff from China, but I still have, tried to make a good job having the prices low, and I believe I pretty much have the best prices on resin kits in the whole industry, I think. So it's hard to get, have an even better price. I would love to have that, but with the shipping prices just getting out of hand. But I still, have, I think, the best prices on resin kits in the, overall the stores in the U.S.
So
Yeah.
talking about prices and whatnot. So why buy from a smaller store like yourself versus Amazon or Gundam? Some of those big stores.
Hey, I love all the stores out there. Most of the people that I know, they have a good job. They try to do their best. But if we're talking about really, really big companies like Amazon, or even, other department stores that start carrying more and more Gampla, even they don't carry too many SKUs, they're just a huge business. I'm pretty sure Bezos is not missing. If he doesn't sell a Gampla kit, he would be fine. I'm pretty sure about that. So for a small company, like there's a few out there, for the most part, small companies with Gampla, they try to really get focused on customers. You'll never have a personal, answer from the owners of one of the main teams to the customers with any of these big stores, So I think if you buy from us, we really know the product, first of all. I mean, probably that's the biggest point there. We know the product, we know what people is talking about. And if we don't know, we'll pretty much know where to get the answer, With any other big stores, they don't really care. They just want to sell, It doesn't matter if it's a pencil, or it's a piece of paint or whatever it is. It's just a product. So, in my point of view, if you buy from a small store, a local store, Gundam Place Store, you're gonna have a better customer service. For sure, you're gonna maybe learn, or maybe like when I meet my local customers, we're just gonna chit chat for a little bit and have a better, pleasant experience.
Okay. Well, welcome, Gablasia, Peter, Cyan, and Zamar, Silamin. Welcome to the awesome podcast. Got a question. Oh, I asked it first. Earlier. Tell us a little bit about you. Where does David come from?
Well, can I tell you? It's like I have another job before even I started this store. Actually my main job. I have a couple of little girls that build with me when we can. I'm from actually I was born in Venezuela, raised in Colombia, for any of the Hispanics over there. I have a lot of Hispanic customers actually. So I was born there, and I came here to the US about 20 years ago. Probably about, I think it was 2011, 2012, we had a trip to Japan, and it was when the first time that I saw a Gundam kit, in Tokyo. And to me, it was like magic. It's like wow, what is this thing? It's like, since then I got really, really hooked into the hobby. I used to build like planes and tanks and all that when I was a teenager, and I loved it because my other job, I'm a pilot, so I always like to build planes and carriers and all that stuff. So I remember my room used to be full of these little planes, scale model planes. Now it's, I guess, Gundams, but so I knew I have a little bit of experience on building, these kits. But after that trip to Japan, and I start getting to the Gundam world, it's like, oh, is when I really start to get more deep in how to build a kit. Plus I have a little bit more money when I was a teenager that I couldn't not even buy a paint.
Yeah, I get you.
So yeah, what else I can tell you? Yeah, so from the business perspective, I had a couple business before, so I have a little bit of a business experience before the Gundam store. I didn't really thought I was gonna be opening a business for a while, but I guess COVID was the change. So, and since we started it, we're just having a blast. It's been very challenging. Especially because my old businesses were old-fashioned business. You have everything on a spreadsheet. You write everything down. It was regular customers, person to person. Nothing like it is now online. It's like it's just a different world, a different biz. So many things that I'm just learning. Every day I'm still learning a lot. So it's definitely a different world, but still having a blast. It's a challenge every day, but I'm enjoying it.
Nice.
Yeah, I learned about Gundam Place Store through Nerdy Monster at first. When I started, I saw the page come up, and I'm like, Gundam Place Store. I haven't heard from them. I haven't seen them around. I started looking up. I started seeing all the kids, everything that you were bringing in, and I'm like, oh, that looks good. Like, okay. And then I met Pinoy, and we started talking about, and we started doing stuff together and getting different kits from different places. And he told me, oh, Gundam Play Store is right like 5 to 10 minutes from me and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's good. So with everything going on, like, hey, I really love like the shipping. It's good. So I can say, it's been a good blast, a good experience. Just getting to know and another store other than the ones that I always go for, because I used to buy from Galactic Toys, Gundam Pros, and I tried USA Gundam, but due to the fact that the USA Gundam, everything on the USA Gundam store is pre-order, and if you pre-order it, you don't get it, or they have problems and stuff, and you're like, why am I waiting so much? Why am I going through one and the other? And it kind of like bombed me out. So now that I saw, I got, thanks to Pinoy, I kind of like explored a little bit about Gundam Place Store. I bought the holo stickers for what was it? The Eclipse Gundam, for the Rio Grade Wing EW Gundam. I bought those. I bought stickers for a kit that should not be named in my side. The 3.0.
His 3.0 exploded on him.
Yeah, the 3.0. Like I had a friend of mine. He's a pilot for Venezuela Airlines. So he went to Japan, and he bought me the 3.0, and I got it, and I started building it. The Christmas special, and that kit just busted out like completely. It broke. I tried to put it together, and it just melted. I'm like, oh, I got my hands on a live mine. Not even a grenade, like a nuclear bomb. So I got the 3.0 somewhere, stored up with all my other kits, waiting for the best to happen the next few months on my side. But it's good. I'm really glad. We got the experience to bring you on and have you here, and everybody's here. One of my other questions is, how do you get stocks? Because I know like the stocks are between like you get for what Bandai gives you or Bluefin, but how does that work? How does stock works and the stocks shortage? How does that equal in and out?
Man, that's the worst part that I think everybody is experiencing now. Just it's almost impossible to get kids. I guess it all started with I think the big majority here knows that since the pandemic, the hobby just exploded everywhere, not just here in the US, but all over the world. So it's just been Bandai, I guess they weren't prepared for such a massive demand, and plus they don't want to, kind of export the manufacture of the kits. I'm pretty sure if they put a factory in China, they will have no shortage issues over there. This, I guess, cheaper labor and all that stuff that everybody knows. But I guess they want to keep the quality. They want to keep everything in Japan. That's what they're so awesome. In that sense, they just want to keep everything local. So I know that they making a new factory. They started last year at the end of the year. And but that's still gonna take a couple of years, before that thing start running and really producing kits. It's gonna be at least another 2 years. So that's kind of I guess good news and bad news. It's hopes, but it's gonna take a while.
Yep, that is true. Like I recently saw what was it? The new Gundam store where the High Noon is at. So it looks promising. I have to make a trip to Japan and see it myself, but it is what it is. But
we'll get there.
We'll get there soon. But I'm gonna read a little bit from the chat that we have here. Calvin Chen says the Rio Grade is getting better and better. Master grades are going down. MGX is great. Drupid said for me. Master grade Epion is it's for me. The Rio Grade High Noon, that was a beauty of a kit. I can tell you this. That was the bomb of kit. I loved it. Bond 7 says hopefully the storefront can open back up soon. Kevin Chen says Barbados is Master grade Barbados is good if you can get it paint. If I can get to paint it, it will be even better. I need to get around finishing of the Master Grade Moon. That's Travis. Hurricane. Barca says, I'm working on the Master Grade GM Coal District, which is good. The GM Sniper 2, it's also a good kit. You know, so it's a little bit of it's like for me, like let's say I can tell you a little bit about me. I started back in the late 1990s, beginning of 2000s, but with the regular EW kits and the old models of model kits and super robots. I got into Mecha and Gundam, Robotech, just thanks to my mother. Because when I was a kid, I grew up here in the States when I came from Puerto Rico, so I stopped speaking Spanish, even though I knew how to read it, write it, understand it, but I wouldn't speak it. So when I got back home, she introduced me to Messenger Z, Greto, Ultraman, all these nice shows back in the day that it kind of kept on with me, and I started building and continued building. So and to like, and here I am now, trying to show and share with everybody what I have learned during the time that I learned it and how to improve a little bit. I don't do like most people are like, oh, use your airbrush. I use hand paint, spray cans, markers. That's the way I customize my kits most of the time. But sometimes I try to like right now. Once I get everything situated, soon I will be working on my airbrush techniques, trying to get there. Trying because I tried it once and it kind of like messed up because somebody poured primer and it wasn't diluted and it clogged up the airbrush, and I was like, you know what, just put it away. I'll do it my way. So that is just one of the things. I seen the videos you got on your site, which is good. It's something that most sites don't have. It's like techniques, how you do this, like classes. You got like airbrush 101, paints, detailing, customizing. You go step by steps, and which is good. I like that because it gives us the builders and the newcomers to this hobby. Oh, I don't know how to do this. Oh, but he has a video. Let me see how he does it. Let me experience how he does it. Okay, he did this. Okay, he did it. He used this. Okay, what are the tools I need? In and out. Just a little bit.
And that now that you're talking about that, that was something that I really saw. It was kind of all over the place. When I started to learning how to build and how to customize and all that, man, it was just like you have to watch like 1 million different videos, and I mean it's good because everybody has different techniques and you learn from everybody. But when you're starting, you just want to know, okay, step one, step two, or I don't know, at least that's what I am. I'm very simple. You have to really put it easy for me to learn and to start working. So since the beginning, actually, I don't know if he's here. Maybe he told me he was going to be here, but it was the first guy that helped me, Gampla Joy. He helped me do the first videos that we had, okay, man, we have to do something that is simple for people just never have built anything. I just want to have in the store everything. Like I said, the Gundam Place Store, not just selling and have the products, but kind of put the community together, and somehow teach people how to build. And I didn't want to go through what I had to go through. When I started it, like I have no idea where to start. So we did these basic videos, for step 1, 2, and 3, what is Gundam, what the grades and how to start, how to build. So he was a really good help with that. Unfortunately, he went with my competitor, but that's good. I still like him, still my friend. We're really good friends.
What it is.
Yeah, it's
we
no
got
harm
a
on
little
that. He's
cyber war going, or not cyber war, but a bunch of comments on the Twitch chat talking about the third party kits. Couple of couple of bashing, couple of praises and whatnot. I mentioned the judge. You can't. That's the kid among kits. As far as the third party stuff, I know you carry some of the supernovas, which
Yeah.
are good, except for the Death Sight, and that was a nightmare for me.
Wait,
Death Sight
which one you mean? Oh, you mean Does I Help? The panda?
The panda. That was kind of like, oh.
Hey, but it's okay. You learn how to deal with it because you built the crossbone. So you were good with it.
Why'd you say crossbone? Why'd you say crossbone? I hate that kit. Yet I still buy more of them. I don't know why. I hate the real grade crossbone. See, Mav and I were building together, and I built the real grade crossbone. And I decided to do the two eyepieces, one with the patch and the regular eye. I must have dropped the regular eye 5 times. Luckily found it every time, but that thing is the size of a pinhead.
Yeah.
And the size of the crossbone real grade is like a high grade, smaller than a high grade. The SD is smaller than the Gundam erasers. The master grade is the size of the high grade. So I'm thinking if they make a perfect grade, it's going to be about master grade height. But if we're being scale realistic here, it's probably correct as far as the size. It is a small Gundam. It's not a very big chassis. But the Supernovas, I kind of like those. And there's another kit that come out. Someone just mentioned it in the Twitch side that said the newer ones are pretty good.
Right now, like I'm seeing over here, AKA 33 said for you, David. He said, I got my Takumi Studio Sinanju from Gundam Place, and he loved it, which is really good.
Yeah, it's one of those things like and actually I wanted to get more because people loved it and it was selling really, really good, but it looks like they stopped printing it up. They're not printing it anymore. I hope that they come back and do it again because it's a great kit. I have another good friend that he does. He does. I don't know. I think he does it for commission. A lot of his builds. He does a Sinanju with that conversion kit, and he had them on all colors, all styles, and all that. It's like so a lot of those third-party kits, is. I mean, what can I tell you? They look great. They may not be for a beginner. I don't think so. Because you may have to, I don't know, glue here, glue there, or maybe cut here or cut there, and maybe have to do some customizing. But I mean, if you're and that's why I put in the description. It's like, hey, this is for experienced builders, and it's for a more hardcore builder. That it's not worried about the box is not perfect because no box from China is coming perfect. They come like, man, I don't get me
I'm reading over here. My bad. I'm reading over here, and Drupal is saying like, you need therapy after building the real great crossbow. Yes, you do.
Yes.
I can tell you,
emotional damage.
I can say that. Yeah, emotional damage. I can say this right now. I bought the real great crossbow, and it's still sealed inside the box. That's how good the kit is. It's the perfect kit. It's in the box. It's not getting rid
we can't do it as a giveaway. We have to sell it, and then we're not selling. We have to pay people to take it.
It's one of the kits. That I found. Like it was like when I saw when Pinoy was building his. I'm like, why does that look like less than smaller than a high grade, but in between a SD and the high grade, right there, like, and it's like, I know they call the SDs are the super deformed, but Jesus, that one is like tiny.
I love the design of it. Don't get me wrong, and I know I don't want to harp on the crossbone this much, but I love the design of it. I like the way it looks. I like the cape, the pirate, the whole pirates theme, and whatnot on it. But good Lord Almighty. Don't make it a 144 real grade. Make it like a 1/100 real grade or something. It's just make it the parts are just ridiculously small on it, and you need therapy after building it. I mean, if you're, I don't know, it's going through a divorce is like
torture.
Yeah. Well, since we're here and it's February, I know like we said, like with February, during the month of the podcast, we would do like the birthday shout outs. I want to give a shout out really quick to my best friend's mom, which her birthday's on Friday the 11th. Madeline, happy birthday. I know Gordito from TikTok just had his birthday a couple days ago. You know, just keep watching. We'll keep doing the birthday shout outs during like right now this podcast, the next podcast in the month. So whoever doesn't join now can join later and see us give the shout out for them for the birthday. Hope you guys are doing good. And I got one of my other questions for you, Dave. What is the store plans? What are your plans for the future?
Oh man, we have so many plans. I mean, it's crazy. We have wanted to do for a long time, like build-ups meetings. We did for a long time. I mean, we have the place in the mall for a little bit, but uh, I guess it was good. It was doing okay, but it was not doing great. Unfortunately, the mall that it wasn't the best either because it's kind of dying where we are located. I'm pretty sure Carl, at the
Yep. Yeah.
North Point Mall.
Yeah, it's pretty much
That place
dying
was,
there.
yeah, it's dying there. So that was not a good place to start. But we were starting to, so we didn't have that many customers. Probably if we had it now, it wouldn't be doing better. But it was always like a start. It was too small. It was just a small stand there. It was good. It was a good start. I met a lot of the local customers there, but we always wanted to have a bigger place, where actually where you can have meetups and all that, build up nights and all that stuff. And it always has been the plan. And as this, online store grows, that like it's doing now, I think we have the enough customers to be able to do it. Unfortunately, because same thing we were just talking, the stock shortage, we cannot do it until this improves,
Right.
because it's no point to have. I mean, we really have the plans, and as soon things start getting better, the idea is to have this warehouse with a bigger place where we can get have a show room where people can see the kids. The idea is to have some models display too, and I was thinking to have some of the locals that want to, put their kids there too for some time or whatever they want to exhibit to the public and all that. We want to do that too. So it's like have the pretty much probably the only physical store in Georgia. It's a couple other stores here that you have a lot of kids, but so the idea is this just to be focused on Gampla and builds and all that. So we have a lot of plans on that in the future, but until we can get more kids or at least some guaranteed kids, is no point to do it because like after the holidays we got wiped out. We were empty out of everything. We still are out of everything.
Yeah.
And just next week we start getting a little bit more kids. Kind of hopefully start picking up a little bit. But there's no way you can have a place when you don't have nothing to sell.
Right.
So
Speaking of storefront, I know you have something you're very proud of right now that you would like to put in your storefront.
Oh yeah, I have a couple of things.
Before we do the contest, I'd really like for you to give us a tour of that, if you don't mind.
All right. Of course. Let me see. Get the camera there.
Because I've seen some pictures of this preview pictures of this guys. This thing is impressive as hell.
Let me show you a little bit my diorama here. Let me see if you can see it better. Of course, I see a lot of work work in progress. I mean, I think pretty much all the city is complete.
Wow.
I want to do some more details. A little bit more.
Nice.
You call it maybe more washes and more painting.
Oh my gosh, you've done so much more.
So yeah, you can see a little bit Of course, the kids that I have there, I haven't do anything to them. They're just straight builds. I still don't know how I'm gonna do it permanently. You know.
There's the beast.
There you go.
That's
There's
one
a
of my
Sabi over
favorites
there.
right there.
There you go. This little thing here. I know. Let me see if I can show it to you. This little, kind of like the electric, power thing. I don't know how that is that called, but looks amazing. Just
Yeah.
The power plant.
the power plant. Yes,
Oh
where
my
all
gosh.
the transformers. Transformers? No, not Transformers. I don't know the name of that, but it just looks awesome. And
Yeah, Transformers. That's what they call it, Transformers.
it's
like
called
electric,
okay. That's what I wanted.
electric Transformers.
Exactly.
That is
That's
amazing.
very cool. And see here, this train here, you can see it. They will try to make it as rust as I can, make it look pretty old.
Good Lord.
See over there and over there in the hangar, they're kind of, I don't know if you can see that 30 minutes mission kit there. Still can see it there. I'm trying to focus.
Yeah.
Can you see it there?
Yeah, he's kind of in there.
Well, that's gonna be all rusted
Yeah, I
and
saw
all that.
I can see it.
Yes, it's gonna be all beat up. I don't know, like
Nice.
200 years
Oh
over
my
there,
gosh.
whatever. So I've been trying to do a lot of details, and I still have a lot more to do, but we'll see as times permits.
Now you
And
need
of course,
to-
I have to
You need
paint
to let
and
me
do.
I can't even say his username.
Camporasti?
Yeah, that's him. He let us come in there and do some LEDs and stuff like that for you.
Of course,
Or
yeah,
maybe some
yeah.
some smoke coming out of the buildings.
I thought about that too. Yeah, that
I don't
would
know
be
how
pretty
you
cool.
would do that,
Yeah,
but
that'd be great.
I'm really good with the LEDs. I think it would be a good thing. Like with this, my my
kit's amazing.
freedom here. I did a lot of LEDs. I don't know if you can see but all the wings have LEDs. The shoulders too. Of course, the eyes.
Nice.
On the front camera as well.
And the crown is different color too. I like the
Beauty,
crown is
beauty,
different
beauty.
color than the eyes.
Let me see. Can see here the
Yep.
thrusters too. Very cool. And let's see I think some people have seen it already in my pictures, but I have my hanger too. Let me see. There you go. You can see the hanger there.
Now, someone had asked in Twitch or mentioned it in Twitch, and I want to ask you: Are you have any plans on trying to get the wireless LEDs?
Yes, I think. Well, I'm trying to get those. I know maybe if it's enough people asking for it, probably I will. I don't know. I know that the even design are very popular because probably they're easy to make. I mean, it's not easy to make because you have to do a lot of work to make them go through the kits and all that, but definitely, I mean, they last forever. They're really good quality. But yeah, maybe I know I'm trying to get the LEDs for the MG Virtue. They already have some, or they're making some. We're trying to get those LED lights, and I don't know which LED he's talking about. But I know we're trying to get the wireless for the Virtue, and I think the wing has some LEDs too. So maybe, yeah. I mean, I'm always open to suggestions that if people want to see in the store. Of course.
How long did it take you to get to that point on your diorama there? How long have you been working on that?
Let's see, probably since you know what? It wasn't that long. I started, I think, in November, I believe. So probably a couple months, 2 or 3 months.
Wow.
No, not even. Yeah. I think it's just like little by little. It's been really a small work on it because kind of really busy between in the holidays with the store and my other job. It's been really, really busy, but it wasn't that hard.
I got a question from Where is it? Okay, there it is.
Clyde?
My bad. Chef Clyde says, how do you balance running, like what you were just saying right now? How do you balance running the shop, your other job, family, and building time?
Don't sleep. Yeah.
None of us do.
You drink a lot of coffee? Cafe? A lot of cafe?
Yeah. Way too much. Yeah. Man, it's hard. It's really hard. Actually, sometimes I have to kind of, wake up myself of the wife. I'm gonna change wives here soon. Because it's like, okay, you're working or you're building your kids. It's like, yeah. So I try to balance it, but it's hard. I try to, of course, family is the first thing, and I try to put all the time with, especially the little girls. So I try to build at night, but sometimes where I'm too tired, or I still have some paperwork to do for the store, it's always very limited time. But when I have a little bit, if it's just 30 minutes open, I hit any of all the projects that I have open, So, but it's hard. It's not easy, but it's what it is.
So, and you do carry most of that
diorama
stuff there in your store.
I try, and same thing. That's why actually I tried to do this big project here, because I'm trying to get what is more dedicated to Gampla, because there's so much diorama stuff out there for trains and for tanks and for so much stuff that I don't want to have it. It's not going to sell. Nobody's interested. Right. So the way that I saw, of course, I tried to see videos and all that, but I'm trying to build myself. Like I said, I've been always the goal with the store. It's like, okay, this is what I may be necessary for do a diorama for Gampla. So I try to do that. Try to get what I think is more focus on Gampla. But yeah, I pretty much everything that is here. That's something I was gonna try to mention. The buildings, because actually someone earlier asked me on Instagram about the buildings. They're Presa. The brand is Presa.
Okay.
You can see it there.
Yep.
So these are the buildings. It's really only one store that have it in the US. And they're excellent quality. The material is great. They have a little instruction there too. Really easy to follow. It's really good. But to get it, it's been a challenge. This is a small company in Japan too that make them. Something happened when I put the order. Like they were putting the store in Korea. So what they told me. So I have a big order for them. Like I'm gonna get all the 1/144 scales and the 1/100 scale. All the different models that they have, but they just been slow on the production. Last word was that probably, hopefully this month, it's gonna be done. But like I said, it's a small company, so it's not like they make massive production of the kits. So hopefully I'm trying to get all what I use here, or what I can see can be useful for Gampla's dioramas, put it on the store. But that's keep coming.
I got
nice.
Kawaii Build says that's why you got to get your wife to build too.
Man, I have tried, but she's like, I guess I don't know, man. She's like, yeah. Look, I mean, she loves to look at it and go, oh, that looks really nice. It's like, good luck with that. Just go and watch a movie.
My daughter comes out and steals my
at least at least in your part, you got your store. For me, it would be like, oh, that looks good. How much was it? What?
My daughter says the same thing.
You don't talk about that.
She looks at the box outside the front door and goes, what'd you buy this time? And she told me to stop buying around Christmas time. She's like, how can I get you anything if you keep buying everything? And I'm like, because all right, I'll stop.
Yeah, I have to tell you this. Yeah. That's really hard to do when you own a store too,
Okay. I think it's time for a little giveaway, shall we?
Yeah, but for me, when I was with my kid's mom, and before they left, like my son, we went to my local hobby shop, and he saw this little scale model of a fire truck, and he grabbed it and he looked at me, and I'm like, no, Gundam, Daddy built, Daddy. I'm like, fine. So I built it, and he destroyed it in 2 minutes, but he loved it. Like after I finished building it, he looked at it, played a little bit with it, and just like boom. And I'm like, where are the tires? Where are the wheels? Where are the ladders? Fixed.
Okay, so
well, I have this baby here for whoever lucky is.
the Master Grade Virtue giveaway, what everybody's been waiting for.
Yeah,
So,
they don't care about what we're saying, just BS. It's like they want the kit,
Yeah, they want the kit. They want the kit.
Yeah, I'll leave. I'll leave now since I can't participate. I'll leave.
Yeah, nobody wants. Preferably a U.S. mailing address. So
yes, I mean, except if it's anything international, they will have to pay for it. I will pay for anything that is in the U.S. Okay. But if it's anything overseas, they will have to contact me and then pay for the shipping.
So how do we want to do? Will you be contacting them, or should they contact you?
They can contact me through Instagram or Facebook.
All right. Well,
and to let me know the address and all that, and verify that he is who said that he is. Make sure that it's the person.
Yeah, so,
and I'm talking about
the persons right now on the giveaway. Just remember, you have to follow all three of David's rules in order to be able to win the giveaway. There's 3 rules, and be present tonight. If you're not present tonight,
we'll spin again.
And didn't follow the rules, and we'll continue. Like we'll pick another one. We'll spin it again. Remember, we'll call your name. Like your name will pop out. If you're not here, we'll check. You're here. We'll check that you followed 3 rules. If you didn't, we'll go to the new. We'll spin it again and try to find another person. Just to do it right, and
Yeah.
All right.
Try to be fair.
Here we go. First spin, first and hopefully only spin. Let's think positive here. And here we go.
Oh, look, it says my report.
Pinoy Daddy. King Smith 97. Are you present?
Inksman, are you here?
I'm looking at Twitch and YouTube.
Inksman on 1, Inksman on 2.
Guess he wasn't here.
Inksman on 3. Kelly wasn't here. Spin it again, my friend.
All right. Doesn't look like it. So we're going to remove him from the list. Next, I know Gunplay Asian's hurting to get this one.
Yeah, a lot of people are. And
Pinoy Daddy.
Boom.
Kingsman. Holler at you.
Max, are you here?
Max.
Going once, Max. Going twice. Where are you, Max?
This is the first time we've had more people on Twitch than YouTube.
How many?
Yes.
I know. I'm watching through YouTube, not on Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch, we got 32.
I'm not seeing it.
No Max here.
So respin it is. Third time's a charm. Yes, third time's a charm. Here we go. Pinoy Daddy.
Yep. Maverick Wolf.
Gunpla Joey.
I take donations.
No way.
Gunpla Joey.
Papa Joy.
Where are you, Joy? And like.
Oh wow! People enter, but not here. Oh, we got
he wasn't here. Oh man.
Oh, Joy, what happened, Joy?
Joy.
There you go.
Keep spinning, keep spinning. Here we go again.
Keep spinning, keep spinning.
That's all right. Plenty of chances to win.
For everybody out there, I accept donations. Whatever. I'll take it.
LT Toad. LT Toad. Hop in and pop up a big hey. Hey. Damn, remake the spinner. I know, right? No LT Toad.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to sit here and spin all the names off.
Man, I can't believe there's so many curious about the kit, and they didn't show up in the last minute.
Well.
Friday night people, I'm playing my name. Okay, the fourth time of turn, you spin the name. Okay, am I good? Okay.
Oh, I know that person's here. Kawaii Builds. I see you.
Yeah, Kawaii Builds. Congratulations, my friend.
No Kawaii Builds.
Where are you, Kawaii?
No Kawaii. You're not
Kawaii.
here.
You were just here.
I'm gonna remove it. No, I'm just kidding.
He's here.
I see
you.
Congratulations,
my friend.
Who he was? It wasn't Twitch or YouTube.
On Twitch. On Twitch.
Twitch. Okay.
Let's. We do we need to check all the rules, or can you be honest enough? Wait, that's OnlyFans. That's not Instagram.
Check the rules really quick. Hey.
Oh, we're not on TikTok. I can say that name.
No, you know how it is. I'm just joking around. But yeah, so far, the way I'm looking at it, for the post, following tag, yeah. So he's good.
See him there. And let's check the other one. Where is Gundam Place Store? I'm pretty sure I saw them there earlier too. But let's. Congrats.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think I can see your followers on Facebook there. So. I can see your friend. No, I can't even see that.
So someone is a Delta Trooper.
Kawaii Builds. Kawaii Builds. Congratulations.
So is he on Instagram?
Yep.
I guess.
Followed you on Instagram. Tagged 3 people.
I hope that he's in the U.S. because that sounds like he's in the Middle East. That's probably not going to be an expensive shipping.
Yeah, so Kawaii won. Congratulations to him.
All right, so that's our winner, Kawaii Builds. We'll leave that up there.
Okay. For everybody that feels bombed right now, we can do a respin for the crossbone real grade that I
have. No, the rule is you have to build it when you lose a bet. You have to build it when you lose a bet. I'll decide when you build it. Yes.
By the way, now, whoever didn't won this time, at least we're getting a pretty decent amount next week. More than I was expecting. What I told you, Carl, almost 3 times more.
Nice.
I was able, so that was, I'm really happy about it.
If you get any high new master grades, give me a call.
Man, it was just a few yesterday, and they sold out in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Unfortunately, there's no bet. There's no bet going on, so don't worry about it.
Oh, there's a bet going on. You just haven't lost yet.
I'm not building yet.
Yeah, I tried to order the high new from you the other night, and I was like, oh, he's got one left. right when I clicked the pay, as soon as I clicked PayPal, sorry, this item is not in stock. I was like, God,
Yeah, man, I wish I could have more, you know. It was, I mean, it's same with so many kids, you know. It's like a lot of kids, like the other one, the master grade, with the Seacock that was there, the red one,
Mm-hmm.
it just disappeared, you know. That took a little bit longer, but not too much. And yeah, it's pretty sad we can't get enough kids, you know, because I feel terrible when people say, "Oh, it's already out of stock." It's like, sorry, you know,
There's
yeah.
nothing you can do. Well, I know we talked about the shortage and stuff like that. So, probably one of the last questions. Some things I know, like myself, not really clear on. And when people ask, "Why don't you get this? Get me this. Get me that. Get me this." How does that work when you try to get stock? Do you just click a checklist and say, "I want these here by next
Now,
week," or how does
well,
that
I
work
wish.
for retailers?
You know, the Bluefin, they give you these pre-orders, you know, like probably almost 4 months in
Speaking of
advance,
the,
3-4 months in advance. You know, so you have these lists, you know, the quarter 1, 2, and 3 and 4. So you have all the reprint list and whatever they're gonna bring to the US. Most of the time, the list is the whole reprint list, but not all that list make it to the US, unfortunately. So from that list, we pretty much get everything. You know, Gunpla wise, we just select all the kits that they have on that list. You know, of course, we try to get a little bit heavier on the master grades. So unfortunately, are the hardest to get. You know, we try to be really, really heavy on the master grades, and that's why we get the less. So, but so you have those. You know, so that's our main distributor. You know, we have still a few other distributors, you know, like a wholesalers company that go with Bluefin too. So whatever Bluefin doesn't give us, we try to get it from all these other distributors, but we already know what they're gonna get because we already have the main list. So, so when people say, "Oh, when can you get me this?" It's no, well, it's this list. Whatever I know, what is coming the next 6 months. If it's not that list, there's no way it's gonna show up. You know. So we know that for sure. What we don't know is like how many of that list we're gonna get, if any.
yeah.
Right.
You know. So that's
So
kind
I
of
got a question for you, David. Are you getting the real grade God Gundam?
that's the you know. I don't. I know I'm getting the master grade. I think it's. I don't know. I'm not sure about that kid. You know. I'll have to look it up. That's the brown one, right? The little brown.
That's the real grade, the God Gundam, the new one, the new print.
Oh,
The
the
real
God
grade.
Gundam. Oh, got you. I didn't understand. Oh, yeah. Well, we went really, really heavy on that one for sure because that was gonna be a really popular. So
Yeah.
hopefully we can get enough. You know.
I gotta put my order in soon.
Yeah.
I got
And one more thing, I saw a question here because I was able to finally got in Twitch. Somebody was asking about Gaia paints too. So hopefully,
Yes.
Oh man, they would have you would
It
have
was
to ask
here.
about the Gaia paints, right?
yeah, yeah. You know, it's like everybody's waiting, including me. You know, I'm out of all my paints too, so I'm really waiting for that. You know, to show up. But I think it's supposed to come in April. I mean, it was scheduled. Same problem with Japan. You know, I don't know what's going on there, but they've been having a lot of issues with production and shipping and all that stuff. So the last that I got from the distributor in the US is like they had I mean, I pre-ordered this massive order of all the colors and everything in February of last year. It was supposed to show up in October of 2021. Then they said no, it's gonna show up in December. Then at the end of December, no, it's gonna show up in March.
Oh, Jesus.
So hopefully they said last time, but this is for real. Like it was really gonna show up in March. So
Okay.
next month, hopefully. I'm still a little bit hesitant to believe, but until I don't see it or the tracking number, I won't believe it. But let's hope that it's in March because I need a lot of those paints myself as well. So that's the news on Gaia. Mm-hmm.
I've got an overdue review video that I've got to finish up and put together for TikTok and for you on the new Hobby Mio paints.
Okay.
I am really liking those. I know I bought some more of them. That when I saw you last, I think you got me a few more colors. Mm-hmm. Those things are fantastic. They clean up good.
Good.
I mean, compared to SMS and Mr. Color, as far as the order of cleanup, easy to clean up. Hobby Mio, Mr. Color, and then SMS. There's most of my SMS. I've got to flush the brush a bunch of times. The Hobby Mio, a couple times. Mr. Color, a couple times. But the Hobby Mio goes on nice, smooth, pre-thinned. They're really good. I know you got what you got, but I think Maverick and I were looking at it one night on the company's website, trying to see what other colors do they have. Because I like them. I like them a lot. Some of the colors work really good.
Yeah, we're trying to get more too because of the same thing. Initially, I got what I consider was the most popular colors. Then when we start seeing that that people really like them because it was a first time for us too. We already put an order for more colors and
nice.
Or at least what we can get. At least we're gonna get more different colors, all what are available.
Even
well, me and Pinoy. Go ahead.
I said even Kawaii Build said here on Twitch. She's like, I like the Hobby Mio. The metal pink is just perfection. Yes, the metal pink is very nice.
Yes. Like I was saying, while me and Pinoy were doing our homework on the Hobby Mios, we found out like the interesting thing between the both paints. One are for resin kits only.
Yes. One of the things was for resin kits only, and the other could be for either or, I think.
Yeah. So for those who are going to get into the Hobby Mio type of painting, make sure that you check which one it is before you buy it. Because if you buy it for you want to do your Gundam, but you buy the resin, the one that is specifically only for resin, you might not be able to use it the way you want to. If you get the other one, which is for resin and the regular plastic, it will be perfect. So you got to make sure which one said. I think I sent you the list. Let me see here.
You sent me the list. I don't have it in front of me, but I think it was mostly the surfacers. It was a different. Okay. I was trying to figure out what the difference was between the NG and the something else because they had white surfacer or gray surfacer, but two different letters in front. And Maverick did as deep as he could, and he found out one was for resin, one was more universal, but mainly for plastics and whatnot. Which I think all the colors are. Yeah, so but it was just the surfacer was different. I think is what it was.
Yeah. So right now, reading through what I've sent up, Pinoy, the MB surfacers Evo. They're suitable for plastic and resin. They have a better grip and feeling texture compared to the GK surfers. They're suitable for resin only. So
the GKs
are for resin, NB are for plastic and resin.
Nice. I have no idea about that. There you go.
Well, they're new paints, so yeah. I mean,
we were looking through this.
Yeah, I like them a lot. So in the meantime, till the guys get here, it's an alternative. I know they have some very good colors too, and those are very good paints.
Yes. Hey, Gunplagrassi, welcome. I saw you popped in through Twitch.
Hey.
And now you're here. Welcome. You missed it, man. You missed it. I was this close of not winning.
Any kit that gets put on P Bandai is popular. Yes, pretty much. Every P Bandai kit is. People love that monochrome colored box. That monochrome box. I know I do. Yes. I don't have enough of them up here. I got too much color. Multicolored boxes. I need monochrome boxes. The more, the better.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking into different type of paints. I got Mr. Colors, Vallejo, and some Tamiya. But I saw the hobby meal and I Pinoy. I'm like, when I get into the airbrush state now, when I get everything situated on my side, I'm going to order hobby meals because I liked the color, the way they came out. They look perfect, and especially me looking at it, I'm like, there's something I can do with my Wing Zero because my workout Wing Zero, I built it as a memorial for my mom. So it was good, But like we say, it is what it is. We continue going on. I want to say thank you, David, for joining us tonight and being our first guest while we launch the new podcast, Maverick Wolf. It is what it is. It's been a pleasure. For everybody out there, just keep on jumping in. We'll have more surprises. We'll have different type of guests during the podcast show because, like the way I made, we decided to build. It is what it is. It's not only with the hobby, even though we started with the hobby, but go with everything that we can. Like we'll have at one point, I have like for those that are looking, maybe some artists, a DJ to talk about different ways to make music or to use music in our videos and stuff. People like that can help us, as adults, we all make mistakes. Thinking our credit is not something small and it goes really big, but you know, people to help with that, different type of ways to getting through, you know. But for my part, I'm really happy, really grateful for you, everybody. Thank you very much for joining and stopping by for the giveaway. And
I'll be looking for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Bring
wow.
that to you. Usual meetup spot.
Yeah, you'll take it. That is the most beautiful thing that
That's
I saw.
really
Like
nice,
when I
yeah.
saw it, I was like, "What?" I was like, "What?"
Man, I
but
really
it's one of the
appreciate
things. It's one of the things that we got going on. With the podcast. We wanted to find a way to say thank you for you to join. For our guests to join us. Like an appreciation. Because it takes from your time. We're taking some of your time to do whatever you want to do. To be able to join us here. Plus, we're working on getting some stuff going on, like some exclusive stuff from It Is What It Is podcast, and keep going with everything else. But I'm really glad, I got to meet the man behind Gundam Place Store. It's a pleasure, anything I can help with, like reviews, everything, like I'll keep doing yeah. But thank you very much, our host. Hope everybody is following him. Give him much love. Stop by Gundam Play Store. Make your orders. Remember, soon he will get more inventory coming up. Follow my man Pinoy Daddy here. Myself on TikTok and Instagram. Also, remember to follow if you guys want the podcast page on TikTok. Hope to see you guys soon. And remember, what we do in life echoes through eternity. My name is Maverick Wolf. Thank you very much. Have a good night, guys.